In this Superboat stock class, Team Rolling Vengeance. We got Wheels here. Wheels, you're rolling around. You're going to be rolling around in some big seas out there. You're getting ready for the 20th annual Superboat Miami Grand Prix, and I know you'd love nothing more than to have a checkered flag after this is all over.
Yeah, we're going to look forward to it. It's going to be a little bit nasty out there today, so everybody's going to have their P's and Q's on. But the good thing about the rough water is that brings everybody into a level playing field. It's nothing, comes down to skill and ability now, and who's willing to take more pounding than anybody else.
You're a hero to so many people being wheelchair bound. You get strapped in this boat, you go over 100 miles an hour, and today you better strap yourself in extra tight because it's going to be rough. 8-foot seas.
Yeah. It's going to be big out there. There's going to be some big waves, some big monsters. We're going to fall into a bunch of holes, but hey, you know, we're out there to prove something to everybody. You know, you can do whatever you want if you put your mind to it.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
In the Superboat stock class, one of the most successful hulls of all time, and Gary, a brand new sponsor and a brand new teammate. Introduce us.
Yeah, this is John Claude. He's here with Risk. Looking forward to a really good year here. He's going to run the entire season with me, and we're going to do our best to make it a real good team.
You picked a guy that is very, very successful, has one of the most accomplished records in the Superboat stock class, so you couldn't have picked a better partner, and I know he's going to take you for one fast ride.
Absolutely, we look forward to it.
Now, Gary, you just got back from the Middle East. How was it over there racing?
There's 22 to 25 boats in the class. We all run exactly the same kind of boat as we got here behind us, and it's the only way I can describe it is it's like motocross with propellers. And the series is going real well. It's called XCAT, and I'm looking forward to going back next week. And maybe we can get John Claude to go back over there with me next year.
There you go. Speaking of very, very fast cats, we got a couple of very, very fast cats here in Miami, and the water conditions usually are very, very rough here. Why is that, and do you like the rough or do you prefer the smooth?
We prefer rough water. What it does is it makes an even playing field. If someone has a boat that's a few miles an hour faster than the other one, we all won't be running up in that range. It's with the rough waters here, we're probably running between 90 and 95 instead of 100 and 110.
Jean-Claude, all I can say is hang on tight, and best of luck to you, and welcome to the States. Looking forward to seeing many more races.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've got your winning team in Superboat stock here, Team Rolling Vengeance. What a battle it was, Rob, with Gary Blue out there in that new Risk boat. But I tell you what, I've never seen bigger seas, and these lightweight catamarans were all over the place.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I've got a lot of sea time in the big water in these Doug Wright boats. They're great boats. They never break. They hold up. And they fly like a 38, even though they're only a 32. And we had a really good time beating up on Gary Blue in the Risk boat today.
Wheels, we talked before the race, and we said that it'd be nothing better than have a checkered flag. Brother, you've got one. Congratulations. How was it out there?
It was bumpy out there. We earned it, and but the setup was perfect. Everything worked out really well, and couldn't ask for anything better. Even the big water, it was great. We had the boat dialed in perfectly. I don't think anybody would have caught us. If we would have had the whole race, we would have been out front.
Congratulations.
Thank you much. Thanks for SBI and everything.
I've got your winner in Super V Unlimited and Production 1. You ran in 2 classes today. You did awesome out there, but I want to tell you what, Pete, that's some of the worst conditions for racing. 8-foot-plus seas out there. How'd you manage?
It was incredibly rough. I mean, we lost the engine going out the inlet. I can't believe that the people actually came and stood out there, the spectator boats, plus the checkpoint boats. They did the right thing out there. They stuck with the race. They did the right thing. But as far as the water, it's the roughest I've seen in about 20 years. I think 1988 out in Michigan was about the same size waves. There was 6, 8, 10, 12s out there, and it was pretty intense. The waves kept on washing over the top of the boat, which is, you never see that, Stan. I haven't seen it in years, and the weather was not conducive to a race today, but we got the race off. It did go in a little early, but safety prevailed and nobody got hurt. And it was some seas to be seen. I mean, you were out there. It was big water. Like I said, 6-8 footers.
Another very, very fast 42-foot fountain took off at the green flag. Mikasuki, I mean, they were just really, really set a blistering pace, but you go out too fast sometimes, you don't finish, and they didn't finish, and you've got the checkered flag.
Well, I'm not going to take anything away from Brett and Billy, but I was still trying to get a motor started, and I was trying to get strapped in, and the green flag went up, and I said, man, there they go. And I said, I'd rather be strapped in tight in that type of water. And they did went out at a blistering speed, and they were running in the 90s or whatever it was. And 90 mile an hour in a 6 to 8 foot seas that's why they probably broke down, to be honest with you. And you got to finish first, and it was a great day today. We, Seminole Hard Rock, Instigator, whatever, we all prevailed again today, and it was God bless us.
Congratulations.
Thank you.